Okay, we should be live.
Oh, oh, baby, a triple. What are we live on YouTube or Twitch as well,
Everything.
or just
Everything.
YouTube and Twitch
And Twitter.
and Twitter? Damn.
Yeah, so there's this new glitch whenever I go live with my earbuds in Discord call. I have no sound, not have to on TV. It's amazing.
Who's this Jazz in the YouTube chat? I should probably ban her. She looks like trouble.
Wait, is she in the YouTube chat?
Yeah, she's in YouTube.
I only have half a screen. I don't know.
She seems like trouble. Whoever she is.
Q2 starts in 2 minutes.
What does better on views? Is it what YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter that does best on views on
I think
lives?
Twitter, but we have more followers there, of course. So yeah,
Yeah, true.
just pour myself another cup of coffee.
My coffee hasn't just got coffee in it, if you know what I mean. Bleach as well.
Nice.
Then-
Yeah, it's a miracle.
Well, that's
we
not
haven't
bad
got
on
that
Twitter.
flag yet.
Well, Albon somehow drove on 3 wheels and broke a suspension back to the pit lane.
Yeah.
And Behrman, I don't know what happened with him, but
I think he made it back to the pits, didn't he?
he made it back, yeah, but obviously he could have been a red flag with him as he just aquaplaned into the wall.
I think it's front wing damage at most.
Yeah. He'll be out again.
Looks like it's stopped raining now.
It should be an intermediate track by the end of the session.
Well, everyone's on wets.
They will be now because I have no idea what the track's like. But I'd imagine it's going to be inters by the end, if not this session, into quali in general.
Yeah, probably. Q2 has officially started.
No Lewis, no Sonoda, no Antonelli in Q2 either. All 3 drivers out in Q1. Along with Albon and Bortoletto. That sphere is quite cool.
It always is.
Yeah. Distracting, however, if you are an F1 driver.
I mean, I think you're blinded by the lights anyways, so it wouldn't really have an issue, I think.
If you got ADHD like me, I'd be staring at that and I'd be head first into a wall.
Probably.
Especially if it's Lego on that. I love Lego.
Russell's going full throttle.
So as soon as it's Lando that led us out from one of the Astons, and then George third, and the rest of the pack follows.
Yeah. Adjar, Colapinto, Lawson, Gasly, Verstappen, Alonso, Leclerc, Sainz, and then both the Haas drivers.
Yeah.
Spray's been seriously reduced though, so should be pretty fun.
I think it'll be
into
into.
Tumble.
Oh yeah, definitely. Track's gonna get a hell of a lot quicker now. It's Lando. Don't say anything, Pigeon.
I will
Just don't
happily
talk
shut
about
up.
Lando Norris.
I will happily shut up.
It's just give him a good weekend.
I think it's going to be one lap on the wets and then just straight over to Inters.
Yeah, they'll get a banker in and they'll soon realise. And you got all 15 cars out on track now as well, so it's not like anyone's waited for their teammate and then gone, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think it's right about surviving now, not even about, hey, I want a tow or something.
Yeah, every man for themselves.
Literally.
Lando's purple though in Sector 1. Come on.
I mean, he's also the first one to set the time, so.
Don't ruin my dreams.
Oh, sorry, Russell just went purple.
Don't crush my dreams. It was nice to imagine for a short period of time.
Yeah, that's fair. I was talking about this with Jazz. I wonder why they didn't put the start finish between turn 16 and 17. Would be interesting to have a longer run up to turn 1 then, you know.
Well, I thought that the straight was going to be down the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah, but I think what they did is they bought a small piece of land in Vegas for $500 million, and they had to put the main straight on there.
Yeah, well, I suppose you do it for the pit buildings, don't you?
Yeah.
And the paddock and all that, trucks and whatnot.
I must say, looking at like Baku and Monaco, they have pretty compact pit buildings.
What Vegas do?
No, like Baku, and
Isn't correct me if I'm wrong? Baku's is a fish market, isn't it?
could be.
And they change it from a fish market to the pit buildings for the race weekend and then back again. There's a little nugget for anyone.
Actually didn't know that, so.
Yeah, there's a little nugget. I could be wrong, but I know that is a story in F1 somewhere that it's fish markets, but I don't know if it's Baku or not.
Hmm.
Oh, Max is back end out of the way.
Yeah, slipping and sliding all the way across the strip. Oh, Piastri's going wide.
There's a
Also,
sentence for you.
anyone who's
Max's
joining
back end
us-
is all over the strip.
Anyone who's joining us, thanks for being here at 5:30 a.m. or 4:30 if you're in the UK.
Yeah, 4:30 for us. You've got it lucky, Pigeon. You're up at a normal time.
I must say, normally I'd sleep until about 9. So.
But yeah, there
we
is
have
that.
a Mercedes
Yellow flag.
off track in turn 12.
Back on again. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
same place they've all been going off this morning.
It's always just a wheel off track, and that's it.
Slight lock up and yeah, coast onto the runoff. Back on.
Yeah.
Oh, Piastri 11th.
Oof.
He's had to have had a mistake there.
Could be. Or just traffic in the way, it
Yeah.
gets.
So Lando can't mathematically win the championship this weekend, can he?
No.
Because he's 24 ahead of Oscar. So even if he wins this race and Oscar DNFs,
he needs 58.
50. Yes, of course, it's a sprint
so,
race.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's going to go to Abu Dhabi, but Oscar needs to put his finger out a little bit before.
I hope it does.
That could
Would
happen.
be
I'd love it.
interesting.
You're probably looking at an Oscar win and Lando being third, going into Qatar for it to start getting a bit closer. That brings the gap down to 14, and then you've got a sprint in the main race, and it's.
I mean, if anything, we've learned that this season is unpredictable as hell. So.
Oh yeah, it was Lando didn't win for, between a like 3 or 4 month spell, didn't win at all. and
Yeah.
has now won the last three, I believe it is. Or the last two, and outscored Piastri in the last three. So
we have about 7 minutes on the clock with Colapinto, Ocon, Piastri, Hulkenberg, and Behrman in the drop zone.
yeah, Piastri backed off there, going for a second lap.
Yeah.
So they'll most likely they'll all stay on wets for Q2 and then make that decision going into
I think maybe
Q3.
Alpines might just give it a go
Oh,
on Inters.
If you're at a point where you're probably there's a track graphic.
Norris almost drops it.
Intermediate's only in a certain section. One, two, three, going down to four. I think if you're in a position where you probably know you're out, as in Alpines, maybe Hulkenberg, you'd say let's just go Inters and see what we can do.
Yeah. I mean, it's also just about confidence at this point.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling confident, then you're just out. Doesn't matter if the car is fast or not.
Yeah, that's why you see people like, or drivers like Verstappen, Alonso, Hamilton, I would say, but he is out. But historically in the wet, he's been very good. The older drivers, the more experienced ones, they've got more confidence when it comes to the wet.
Yeah, with Stroll, I'd rather call it overconfidence, but you know.
Well, we are all Lance Stroll's fan club, aren't we?
We used to be.
That was a one-time thing.
Yeah.
After my horrific Belgian predictions. Oh, Leclerc. Yeah, that's
Leclerc,
not going to lend him favours.
Yeah. I mean, he's still on purple first sector, so should be able to get P6, I believe.
Needs a bit of an improvement from where he is in 8th. Leclerc across the line goes no quicker. Yeah, Lando is cruising as well, 4/10 quicker.
Yeah.
Russell going back well as well, not too badly.
Yeah. Yeah, Norris going to slot into P2, I believe, just behind Lawson.
Yeah, he's gone purple, but he's not necessarily quickest. Yellow flags again.
Russell.
George at 14, nothing.
Stroll gambles on intermediate tires.
Yeah, someone had to. I'll be intrigued to see how he does.
Because it's certainly by the time you have them properly warmed up, it's out of time.
Yeah.
Hadjar,
it's certainly not.
Hadjar.
Oh,
wow. Good lap from Hadjar. We have everything Bulls 1-2 at the moment.
Stop the count. Still Max to come. Let us see what he can do. Through
a nice toe down the main straight.
14, 15, and 16. And now he's just got a straight run and one corner. And yeah, like you said, he'll get the toe.
That's going to be quickest for half a second.
Yeah, he's going to go some way to the top now. Yeah, 4/10. What's the betting? In about 3 minutes' time, yellow flags, strolling the wall.
Ooh, Ocon. That's some serious balls, man.
So you got Georgia threat in 10th as well.
Yeah, but I have faith. I have faith.
Now in the drop, Leclerc and Russell both at risk. And I wouldn't put it past Leclerc to be knocked out now.
Yeah, he's going to need a serious lap time.
Yeah, he's not being quick at all either, so I don't...
Sainz
quickest. Track's just getting quicker and quicker and quicker. The first lap in this quali was a 2:03. I went out on 51.
12 seconds faster already. Russell's probably going to slot into P3.
You're probably 5 seconds quicker on track time alone, and then the rest of it's confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, George third. Leclerc, sector 1, purple.
Yeah, still in the drop zone though, P11.
No one's
I
safe.
mean, both the Alpines still P14, 15, Hulkenberg and P13, Behrman P12. It's going to be tight probably.
It's
Gasly with a
really going to be
massive amount of
about.
oversteer.
I'd say there's really one drop zone spot in SP11. I see those other four, or maybe Behrman might be able to get safe, but
Yeah,
I see those
I
other
would hope so
three.
because he's been on a great run.
Right, yeah. Is that the substance that Antonelli loves so much legal in Vegas?
I wouldn't know.
Just based on his qualifying, I'd like to say no.
I must say, I quite like the series where people try to find anything that has any correlation.
Yeah, didn't
And
someone do a
then with,
Hulkenberg one?
yeah, I think it was like titanium cobalt alloys or
Yeah,
something.
something like
Yeah.
that. And then someone done one on time of day of the sunrise or something. If it's
No, that
between,
was Hulkenberg. That was Hulkenberg.
well, that's yeah, between
Yeah.
5:15 and 7 a.m. the sunrise or something like that. It's such a stupid thing.
Yeah.
So you're just clutching at anything.
I mean, if you look at like correlation graphs between completely unrelated data, you get like, yeah, every time you open a can of Coke, you have a 1 in 4 chance to get pregnant.
Yeah. It's like every time that Lando Norris raced when it was exactly 20 degrees with a 40% humidity and a 35% chance of rain, he finished in first.
Yeah.
It's like one race he's done that.
Probably. I think we're gonna see Inters in the final.
Yeah, it's that the crossover now. I want to
Yeah.
see how Stroll does.
Oh, Klopp in and
Oh,
drops it.
wow.
That's also the same place where he dropped it last year in quali or in the race.
Yeah, he was sideways then as well. He was sideways.
I think he just wanted to check out if Stroll was behind him.
Yeah. Let me give a quick swing. No, no one's behind me. Cool.
Behrman might not make it out. Max goes wide. I wouldn't even know if the lap
So,
would count. I think he went over track limits.
oh yeah, he was on the limit, wasn't he? If he didn't go over.
I also think he's just gonna, go to the pits because he's P3 at the moment.
Yeah, he's P3. He's definitely safe. He's over a second clear.
Behrman, what can you do? You're at P14, 2.1 seconds off Norris.
Leclerc's taking the checker flag P7.
Oh, that's not enough,
Behrman
is it?
comes
No.
round. Behrman's out. Ocon's
Both
out.
house drivers are out.
Hulkenberg next. Piastri will follow him.
Stroll is out. Only the Alpines are still in the drop zone now.
I mean, Stroll's out at the current as it stands by less than a tenth. So, but I don't know if that time was intermediates or not. I don't think it
we
was.
talk about close gaps, but 2 seconds in Q1 on a wet track, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Bull, Piastri 9th.
Russell goes quickest now. Yeah, Colapinto at the moment. He's not making it out of Q1, Q2, sorry.
Piastri will be safe. It's all on Gasly whether he knocks Hulkenberg out or not.
It's only 300s anyways, between Hulkenberg and Gasly.
There's 8 different teams
I think Gasly's going to make it.
He's on a good lap. Agile second.
I mean, track's constantly improving, so. Piastri's in the danger zone as well now. I mean, he can't really drop out, but still,
Oh, he is sliding.
Lawson improves to P6. Gasly P7. That's
me.
lap.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Oh, Hulkenberg out, which is unfortunate. I'll get him off my
And
screen.
we have Happy Briatore.
Do we? Doesn't look it.
I mean, you did a thumbs up, so
That's the mark for him, isn't it?
that's pure euphoria for him. Thumbs up. In
Chaz,
Q2,
if
we
you're
have
still in here, if you can guess my water, anyone, because my brand of water in a glass, 10 points.
out in Q2 are Hulkenberg, Stroll, Ocon, Behrman, and Colapinto. But yet again, no one dropped it into a wall, so that's a plus.
Seems like if it was going to happen, it would have happened in Q1.
Yeah,
A lack of confidence.
I mean,
It's not going to happen in Q2. Everyone wants to get to Q3, and it might happen in Q3 where people just go for it.
I mean, we haven't seen the wets being used all year long, and now we have them in 2 qualifying sessions back to back.
Yeah, it's just purely about the fact that drivers need confidence. I think Q3, sort of first couple of runs, I think will be okay. I think once drivers start to gain a bit of confidence and know this do or die, you might see someone drop it.
Lawson has been noted for a yellow flag infringement. Don't think much will come of it, but you never know with the FIA these days.
Depends if that lap that he was still pushing on under yellow flags. I'm presuming that's what the problem was. Is the reason that he was safely through, and if it wasn't, just leave it. I'd say.
Yeah, but this was the moment.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
you're
a
so
massive.
sideways.
I mean, he saved it nicely though.
I imagine there were some choice words inside that helmet.
I think he's practiced that move a lot.
Just a quick slide through the corner. I mean, no one can overtake you if you do that because you're sideways across the track.
That is true. You might get sideswiped though.
That's more on the other person there than you.
Yeah, probably, yeah. No further investigation for Lawson's yellow flag infringement.
Yeah, as expected. 3.5 minutes to Q3. Pigeon. Top three.
Verstappen, Russell, and Sainz.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm going to go. Oh God, I don't know. I'm going to go Verstappen, Hadjar, and Lando.
Hadjar P2. That's nice.
Yeah.
Did they just super glue Behrman's front wing?
You know what? It's the thing with F1 is brilliant. Is that you've got billions and billions and billions of pounds in the sport, and millions in each team, and all this money they spend on different things and development and tools and whatnot. And what do they use to fix the front wing? Super glue.
It was the front wing. It was the tire guard.
Even better. Even better.
Yeah, I always love to see MacGyver in F1.
It's like, how can we fix this? Like, when the rear wings are going, how can we fix this? Gaffer tape. Just gaffer tape the rear wing up.
Yeah.
Like you've got millions of pounds in technology. Like, you can just fix the thing. What time is it? Is it time for sleep yet? Not yet.
I think it's 12 more minutes.
It might be funny. How'd your P2 in Q2?
I could see it.
What's the current head-to-head between Hadjar and Lawson?
I think it's pretty close, to be honest.
Because I know there's that whole thing of who's going to be in the Red Bull seat for next year, and you've got it's a debate between Lawson and Hadjar. Obviously, we're probably looking at Yuki not being in the sport. It'd be interesting to see what their head-to-head is who they choose.
Races, it's 9 versus 6 in favor of Hadjar.
Yeah.
Qualifying, it's 14-5 in favor of Hadjar. Fastest lap, 12-6 in favor of Hadjar. I mean, race result 6 and 9. That's actually not bad.
Yeah,
not
race is a lot
difference.
closer than I thought.
Yeah. They're only
But
seven points apart, anyways.
it shows the fact that they are closer together, but with Hadjar ahead,
Yeah,
that if the decision is to put Hadjar on the Red Bull, it is shown as statistically the right decision. But
I don't think they would put Lawson back in that car after what they did to him this year.
no, I don't think if Lawson goes back in it, it's going to be 2028 at the earliest.
Yeah,
But I also don't think we're ever going to see Lawson in the Red Bull again.
it was just a mistake to put him in the Red Bull in the first place.
It should have been Yuki that went in there from the start.
Yeah,
Lawson was the hot topic at the time. So
yeah,
they
but
just said,
still,
yeah,
like either you put him in the car for half a season, or you don't put him in the car at all. But they just yanked him out of the two races, which is just horrifying.
it was two races and a sprint race. He was last in all three of them. He wasn't very good. They sacked off the Chinese one anyway and just put him onto a long run plan to get some data. And then they went, yeah, do you know what? You can go now. And that's on, by the way, that's on two tracks that he hadn't raced on before
Yeah,
at any level. And he's going to Japan, a track that he loves, that most drivers love. And they've dropped him right before it. And you just think, what if? It is a what if scenario. What if they didn't drop him? What if they didn't? They let him race in Japan, and what would he have done in the Red Bull in a car that he actually, a track he actually enjoys? I don't know.
I mean, I don't think he would have been anywhere different than what Tsunoda's been doing this season.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been far off, but it
He's
would
had
have been
a
nice to give him a couple of more races at tracks he
yeah,
knows,
yeah, definitely. But he
just to
wouldn't have been.
yeah, at least give him Japan.
Yeah, I also think because in like China they were still under the impression that you could do a long run, you could overtake, and I think they kind of in Japan they kind of realized for the first time like, oh yeah, that's not working this season.
Yeah, that's when
You
everything
can't overtake
changed.
anymore.
Well, that's when you saw obviously you had just the top three, Verstappen and the two McLarens, were
Yeah.
within 2 seconds of each other for half the race, and no one could get past.
So we now have Q3 officially started. I think we have all drivers on intermediates. If they would only show me the tires they're on.
But I believe they are all on inters.
Yeah, I think they're all on inters now.
Yeah, all on
And we
intermediates.
see a clear line being formed now, so as long as you're on the line, you should be good on inters. If you're going off
Yeah,
it though, you're in big trouble.
you'll see a hell of a lot more confidence in these drivers now.
Yeah. But confidence also means more potential for a crash. So
Well, yeah, this is what I was saying in between Q2 and Q3 is that you never definitely would have seen in Q2.
yeah.
But now that drivers have more confidence and it's getting to the do or die, this is it. You're probably more likely to see a crash. And maybe not from your likes of Sainz or Gasly or Alonso, but probably Norris, Leclerc, Piastri, Verstappen, something like that. Especially those top three championship contenders when they realise
Yeah,
they're
they
seventh
have
with
to. They have to do
yeah
something now.
4 minutes to go and they need
Oh,
this.
Leclerc took
And
a lot of curb there.
I'd probably say you're less likely to see Lando do it. If he is seventh with 4 minutes to go, he's probably happy just to put it to fifth and be safe.
Yeah, I
Whereas
mean,
you could likely see Piastri in seventh with four to go, bin it in the wall because he's desperate for that track position and points.
yeah, I think in the first run you won't see anyone taking too much risk, anyways.
Yeah, you want that
Uh,
banker.
yeah, I think we're gonna dip into 140s, 149s, of course, but should be good, right?
Yeah, we'll definitely drop a few seconds. I think probably looking at 48s, 47s. What's the difference? Difference is normally about 3 or 4 seconds between inters and wets.
I'm actually surprised by the amount of curb that drivers take, man.
Looking at even quicker than
Oh,
that, though.
Leclerc won't be in the 140s yet.
45s.
152 blank.
52, yeah. I was looking at Lars for a second.
Norris is way off. 155.2 for Norris.
Wow, it's 3 seconds back. What's happened to him?
Piastri is pretty fast.
52.2. Still not quickest though.
No, but it's close enough. Sainz is on a fly.
Signs. Wow, and Hadjar.
Hadjar with a
That
51.3. That's amazing.
that's the difference between being in a championship battle and not, is that you've just gone Hail Mary. You've given everything.
Yeah.
You
I
don't
mean,
need that banker.
And Sainz just lowers it by another 4 tenths.
Yeah. Definitely hitting the 140s.
Yeah, it's just a matter of when, not if.
Yeah. Verstappen not purple though in any sector.
No, I think Max is just trying to take it easy right now.
I did see towards the end of Sainz's lap that he didn't have the fastest first sector, so I wonder who's taken that off him. He was purple, and just towards the end he dropped it. Piastri.
That's Piastri, yeah.
Leclerc purple in 2.
Norris is really
Norris
quick now.
purple in 2.
Confidence is building now.
Yeah.
Piastri also 1.5 seconds up.
2 McLarens very evenly matched.
And Leclerc misses his corner. It is raining again now, so... Norris will have to deal with that. That's a moment.
Back
That
end
was a gigantic moment for Norris.
And the front end's twitching coming out of it as well, coming out of 16.
Does get a nice toe from Leclerc though.
It'll be very
Even
favourable.
with that moment, still 1.2 seconds quicker.
Piastri should go quicker if he keeps it clean, and he does. 4 tenths. See how much that dropped him time, can't you? That from Norris.
It was a gigantic moment, so.
Yeah, that back end was very much kicking out.
I think he was even faster still, so I think he lost like 6.5 tenths on that moment. I haven't seen any yellow flag triggers yet. Sainz goes up to P2 now. Alonso really struggling to keep it pointing in the right direction.
Yellow flag, just as you said that. You hadn't seen one. The one comes out.
Yeah, I'm clairvoyant.
This is why I said to you don't speak sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Just...
Verstappen is still 2 seconds off. Gasly goes up to P9. Russell is still on the lap though. He could be a nice surprise.
He might slot in there in 4th or something.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Hadjar purple one.
Now Russell probably P5.
Looking at it, yeah. It'll be a second off. Yeah, P5.
Verstappen goes purple in sector 1. I think it's sector 2 which you really have to be careful about.
Yeah, because 2's got a lot more of the corners and that winding, the sweeping left into 12. Hadjar next across the line.
Yeah, probably P4, P5.
Yeah, be followed by Lawson. Let's see, the
P4.
gap 9 tenths to first, 5 tenths to P3. So there's a big gap. Not anymore. There was a big gap between.
Lawson is now up in P3.
It's interesting to see the gap between P4 and the rest of the field. So P4 is 5 tenths to the P5, and then it's obviously scaling back from there, which is interesting. Lando 4 tenths quicker in sector 1.
I think Piastri might have put in a lap that's pretty decent actually.
It's a very good lap on 49.
Yeah, Max goes to P2 now.
Less than a tenth.
Less than a tenth.
We have still got Lando.
Is purple in sector 1 as he throws up a tearaway visor.
He just has to keep it clean in here. And then he's got to keep it clean through 14, 15, and 16.
He's a second quicker.
He's
than
a
Piastri.
second up. Wow. He could lose the back end the same way now in 14, 15, 16. And he'd still be quickest. Here we go. Oh, he dipped a wheel on the wet stuff. You can see there's a massive puddle on the apex of 15, which isn't helping.
He's still going to be like nearly 7/10 quicker than
Yeah.
Piastri, though.
Well, that's why they're all dropping it. As soon as they hit that puddle, their back end's just gone.
Yeah.
7/10s, you know.
Leclerc isn't really speedy.
Leclerc is very well. Leclerc. I'll talk about Leclerc and Russell in one here. They're very much there and thereabouts, but they're not really setting it alight.
I mean, we were talking about Verstappen and Russell all weekend, but the McLarens are absolutely dominating the field at the moment.
Yeah, it's a track where they're meant to be slower as well, isn't it? And they just haven't. They haven't been.
I think it's because the McLarens they have more downforce anyways. So when it rains, then you have more grip. So it's logical that they are fastest now.
If it's dry tomorrow, I can see overtaking happening, and I could potentially see Max winning.
Yeah, definitely.
And that turn one is going to be so interesting, with Piastri right behind championship rival Lando.
Yeah.
Is that a dry line? No, not fully dry.
I mean, even if there was a dry line and Russell nearly drops it.
Again, 15. It's that puddle on the apex.
Yeah. I mean,
Semi-dry.
That's a stupid corner in the dry, but it's even more stupid in the wet.
It's so similar to the Singapore sling.
Yeah.
Just apex.
A little bit more space though.
Yeah. If it was slightly less space, you could see someone hopping the curb and slamming it into the wall and exit.
What is Sainz gonna do? Because he's been pretty quick all session.
Yeah, you can't. It's still at a point where obviously it's still wet track, intermediate tires. You can't rule anyone out.
Yeah.
Oh, back end again, Fajar.
Final seconds of the session. Anyone who comes over the line now is done for
so
this
it'll be
qualifying.
on the last
Fajar is done, I believe. Maybe he can do another lap.
He's hit. He's not taking the checkered flag.
Lawson goes up to P3.
Wow, first one to take checkered flag. There's Sainz next.
Sainz goes up provisional pole.
Sainz.
What's Max gonna do? He's not quicker. Oh, he is quicker.
Oh, he is.
Max on provisional pole. But Russell is very, very quick.
George.
And Norris has gone purple in sector 1.
George has got a lovely slipstream.
He's got Gasly right in front of him as well.
He's got a slipstream off him. Yeah. And he's pulled out of the way. Keep it clean, George. Keep it clean.
Okay, Norris is almost a second quicker than...
Slight back end twitch. Yellow flags. If this isn't for a crash.
Okay, Russell is
It's
P4.
not for a crash. Russell P4. Lando will go quickest. And by a long way by the looks of it. Yellow flags again to keep it clean.
You wouldn't have lost too much with that, but the speed he just took out of that is just massive.
He is foot to the floor. He really is.
Yeah, pole by 0.3 of a second. I mean, Piastri's still going, but
I want to see what Piastri's sector times are saying, because it doesn't. I don't think he's going to get anywhere near it. What did you say for top 3?
I said Verstappen, Russell, and Sainz.
Got one of them right.
I mean, I have two of them in the top 3, so...
So, yeah, Piastri wasn't on the time. That is it.
Norris takes pole position for the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
He is from Verstappen second, Sainz third,
I
Russell
mean,
fourth, Piastri fifth.
Sainz having an amazing season, man.
He is. He's doing very well.
P
He's got a bit of
P3,
confidence in the car now.
that's amazing.
Took him a while, but he's built it up.
I mean, he's been quick all qualifying, so.
Wow.
Normally, I'd say let's hear what the drivers have to say, but I have no audio, so that's gonna be interesting.
If you do want to hear what the drivers have to say, it'll be on our Twitter.
Yeah.
So Lando's team radio, he was shocked that he got pole. And as Will Joseph, his race engineer, said, there was a yellow flag behind. So I wonder if that is why Piastri didn't get his final lap in.
Could be, yeah. I wonder what this means for tomorrow's race, because if McLaren did indeed go for like higher downforce setups, then they could be in trouble tomorrow on the main straights.
Well, wasn't there only a 30% chance of rain for quali, and it still rained? So,
I mean, usually we'd be, jumping for rain, and then it doesn't happen. This time we really didn't really go into it, and it turned out that it's one of the most rain affected sessions of the year. So,
was it raining for P3 practice 3?
No, it was just slippery. It was a little bit wet,
Okay.
but no one really wanted to use a set for that. So yeah.
So yeah, like you said, if they have gone for those higher, as signs, gives Lando a little pat on the helmet. If they have gone for those higher downforce setups, you're probably going to see Verstappen breeze past on the first few laps.
Well, you never know. Could see many strategy calls. So yeah, we'll have to find out tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's race.
I mean, it's actually impressive that no one binned it into a wall, other than Albon, who made it back to the pits.
Yeah, I was expecting more red flags. We are finished with quali probably an hour before I actually thought we would be.
I mean, if you compare this to Baku, that's
Oh,
crazy.
God, yeah. How many was that record amount of red flags? That's 6 or something, wasn't it?
6 or 7, yeah.
Yeah. Christ. Those little boxes are quite nice. The 1, 2, and 3
the
stars.
holographic designs. Oh,
Just
Leclerc.
Vegas. That's why.
Yeah,
And that done the yellow flag that cost.
He will start
the
from
other
P9
drivers.
tomorrow. So yeah.
Yeah, I wonder who that cost.
Well, definitely.
There
Oh,
you,
Jesus.
that's why.
That could be a penalty incoming for either Lawson or Hadjar. I think it was Lawson.
But was
Heavily
that
Piastri there.
was that a Piastri was trying to overtake him? They're both on the lap, or was that Lawson moved out of the way late and didn't give him a chance to take the corner?
Yeah, I also don't know if it was Lawson or Hadjar, but
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Piastri says on that.
yeah. But yeah, on-track action for Saturday has concluded. So,
Friday, technically.
I mean, Friday for them, Saturday for us.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, this was an amazing session, man. I mean, we have had some great sessions this year, but I
We've
think
been
this
blessed with them,
qualifying
yeah.
is one of the best of them all, especially since the difficulty it was. So,
In fact, everyone kept on track as well. It's impressive that, apart from Albon in the wall, but no one properly binned it.
I mean, I would say Behrman pretty much buried it into the Tech Pro, but yeah, he
Survived
got out
it.
of it. So. Yeah, I can see the interview, so.
Yeah, so that'll be that then. Yeah, on-track action done. That was interesting. That was a good little session.
Did you get anything of the F1 Academy race or not?
I didn't know. I was fast
Okay.
asleep.
That's also fair. Uh, I think we should start recording our other video then.
Yeah, getting into it.
Okay. Just send me when you're ready, and then we can start the thing.
Let me leave the stream so I don't do that in the background.
That is fair, yeah.
And then I am. Well, I'm on the wrong thing. No, that's fine. I want to be on that. No, that. Close that. Right, ready.
Oh, still on the audio for the thing, okay. Um, yes. Nope.
Oh, cool.
My OBS just shut itself. 3, 2, 1, go.
There's no countdown.
No, because it's not a podcast.
Oh, you're doing it on OBS, right? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
never
why.
mind.
That's why. Okay, right. Should we restart that?
It's very early. I mean, we can cut it out. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Good morning, and good morning. I say 3 good mornings. It is currently 5:15 a.m. and I've been up since 4 a.m. UK time. Pigeon is basically not slept. And why? Well, Las Vegas qualifying. That's why. Just come off the back of it. It is Lando Norris at start on pole with Max Verstappen alongside him on the front row. That should be tasty. And Carlos Sainz, great qualifying, puts it into P3. Pigeon, immediate thoughts as we finished.
Very impressive. It was a completely wet qualifying. We actually saw the extreme wet tires being used for most of it. And no one pinned it into a wall, so that's,
Yeah.
impressive. No other words for it. It was great to see. I don't think the drivers saw much of it though, but amazing qualifying. One of the best ones of the years, I'd say.
It was probably the pinpoint of what F1 driving is. The fact that full wets, incredibly low grip, and then they've still managed to all of them keep it on track and not on the wall. You did have the Albon in the wall at the end of Q1, P-Boy back to the pits, and Behrman. I don't know what happened with him still. I don't know if it was a brake failure or he just locked up and aquaplaned into the wall. But other than that, every driver kept on track. Brilliant display of driving, and yeah, you end up with Lando on pole. What I will say is Oscar Piastri again, not quite on it, fifth.
I mean, still pretty good, fifth, I'd say. Gives him a fighting chance tomorrow if anything does happen. But yeah, not really comparable to his teammate, of course.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at he's in the championship battle with Lando and Max, and they're 1 and 2. If he gets to P3, probably let's say this is going to be his best P3. Lando wins, he still drops 10 points, and the gap then opens to 34.
Yeah,
Do you at that
really
point?
over.
Yeah, that's what I was going to. My next question, I'd say, would you say the championship is over at that point?
Yeah. I think if Oscar doesn't even gain any points on Norris, then the championship would be over. Yeah.
It was very much a win this weekend, or it's done. And
Yeah,
even
I'd say so.
yeah, and even with that, you don't see Max. If Max wins and Lando comes second, the gap between Max and Lando is so big that you need a Lando DNF and a Max win to swing that to a point that maybe Max can challenge.
At this point, I'd say he needs a DNF to
Yeah.
even be considered to be in the fight. Because
Yeah.
if he does, let's say if he does win and Norris DNF for whatever reason, that's 25 points to him. That brings the gap down to 24 points, which is the same that Piastri has now.
Yeah, you put Piastri second in that instance as well, and that gap closes down to 8.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd say Max is properly out of it, unless something really happens. Yeah, he's out of it.
I think
Um,
everyone loved saying the whole three-way title fight. That's why Max is in there, but everyone, even he knew he wasn't really there.
yeah, he also said on the interviews, you know, he's lost so many points in the middle of the season. He can't really blame anyone other than himself if he doesn't get it this year.
Yeah,
And that shows maturity. Yeah, there have
yeah,
been a few moments where he definitely lost some points, other than car performance. So yeah,
yeah. No, he definitely knew himself, and fair play to him. Hopefully, we'll see him in 2026 in a title fight with the McLarens and maybe some other drivers from other teams. Going on to other drivers from other teams, Hamilton. I believe he's P20. I believe he's last.
P20 really?
I think
Jeez.
he did finish completely last in that session. Uh, as Pigeon looks up to confirm that, I
Yeah,
just
once again, it is like 6 a.m. So yeah,
yeah
Hamilton is P20. He was 4 tenths off Tsunoda, who's P19.
yeah, and
Um,
it's a tricky one because these are conditions that he thrives in the most. Is that his car's not the best? He's not the best with his car. You see rain, you see a wet track, and this is what you say. This is Lewis's bread and butter, and actually, it's been the opposite, and he's gone P20, and it wasn't like he made any real mistakes. He just didn't have the pace or the confidence.
yeah, I mean it's you know these cars specifically, they are pretty sensitive to any factor other than regular air. Whether it's dirty air, whether it's spray, and you're on a Las Vegas where it's not the best track. Let's be honest. It,
Yeah,
it doesn't really have the flow of a old school circuit. It is raining. We know he's not really comfortable with the car. So yeah, that's what you get. If you're not comfortable with the car in a situation like this, it's no surprise that you will end up yeah, in the drop zone. But P20 is pretty harsh. They might do a setup change for tomorrow, like Verstappen did last race, to try and salvage something out of it. But I don't think he has much to salvage in this one. Um,
yeah.
but let's hope he can have some fun tomorrow, uh, and learn a lesson from this, whatever that may be. But yeah,
I think, in all honesty, setup change and pit lane start is probably the best thing he can do
yeah,
because that turn one is tight and it's tricky, and when 20 cars are going through at the same time, it's opening up an opportunity for him to be wiped out somewhere along the lines or collect someone's front wing or someone in a bit of carnage. So probably the smartest thing they can do. Same for Yuki Tsunoda, probably same for Kimi Antonelli, and give them the fighting chance to go tomorrow and make some overtakes.
yeah. What is actually the last time we had three like top four teams going out in Q1? That's pretty.
Oh, I'd be intrigued to know that
Yeah.
because that,
I mean, give it like 20 minutes. It'll be somewhere on Twitter. So
yeah, someone's going to put on.
yeah.
But yeah, no, that's
But yeah, we also
it's
have Bortoleto, P18, trying to rebound from a, well, let's be
yeah,
fair, awful Brazilian Grand Prix weekend.
huge
Um,
crash.
yeah, didn't really find the pace today, sadly. Antonelli in P17 and Albon in P16, who was the only one to, well, damage his car on a wall. But he drove it pretty nicely into the pit lane. He didn't come back out again, but yeah. Uh,
I think he was on a lap to go through as well at that point when he crashed into the wall. So it's unfortunate for him. We could have
yeah,
potentially seen two Williams up in the top 10, but it's the way the cookie crumbles.
if you want to say it like that, yes, that is the way
Well,
the cookie crumbles.
or that's the way the front right tire crumbles in
I think it's
Albon's
pretty
instance.
interesting anyways because we had three qualifying sessions and I think it was three times really different conditions. Because the first one we had wet with like buckets and buckets of spray. Then we had Q2, which was still on the wets, but it was no spray at all. It was just wets for the grip. And then Q3 was inters, but still really treacherous. Um, so yeah, that was pretty nice to see. Q2 we had both the house drivers going out, Colapinto, Stroll, and Hulkenberg. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a case of right time, right place. Uh, there was a lot of yellow flags.
Yeah,
So if you know, were in the wrong place at the wrong time, you had to back off, and then you can really do your lap. So yeah, everything was pretty close actually. Only 2.5 seconds separated P1 to P15. So in the rain, that's not too bad.
yeah. You make that in two sectors in certain conditions,
Yeah,
especially when the track's getting as quick as it was with the tyres that they were using. We did see Stroll in Q2 as well, gamble for the Inters. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. He was probably a few minutes too early on them, or a few minutes
yeah.
too late onto them. But yeah, always worth the gamble if you think you're going out anyway. And yeah, he took it, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out for him. He was only a couple of tenths off, I believe, going
Less than
through
a
on those.
tenth. Less than a tenth off.
Yeah, so it's very close to going through on the Inter. So not the worst for him. Just unfortunately, he was just a little bit too early on them. And
Yeah.
then top 10, you got your Gasly in 10th. Great from him in the Alpine to sort of, I'd say, drag it up. Only just squeezed into Q3 at the end, but yeah, very good from him. Leclerc P9, uh,
Yeah, that final
again,
moment kind of sealed the deal for
yeah,
him. Turn
yeah,
12. It's been notorious all weekend long. If you're going up somewhere, it is going to be turn 12. It's got a lot of room to do so, anyways. Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, that final moment really sealed the deal for him. P9 tomorrow.
There's been a few moments for him as well this weekend where, or just today in general, that he's done that at turn 12. He seems to be struggling a lot. Both the Ferrari drivers do, as you see with Lewis, but Leclerc as well seem to be struggling quite a lot with the car today, and I'm not sure if that's setup related. They've gone for the dry setup or just confidence or the car in general. But I
I
hope to
think
see Leclerc do well.
I think it's because they're not allowed to talk anymore, so they can also give feedback to the engineers.
Yeah, that's true. Seems to be a bit of a riff in that team. It's not probably isn't very good for either two drivers.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some driver changes from 2027.
Oh yeah, and I think announced early on in the year as well.
Yeah,
Especially if Lewis is going to retire, it'll be announced fairly
yeah, they'll
early on.
probably announce it before the flag falls in Abu Dhabi if he's going to retire next year.
Yeah, he'll take that checkered flag, knowing he's retiring, and do a few donuts, send himself
Yeah,
off. Um, yeah, bit like he did when he left Mercedes to go to Ferrari, announced very early there. So I'm interested. And then you got P8 is Hadjar, P7 Alonso, P6 Lawson. The two racing bulls. To touch on them, what they're doing incredible work at the moment.
I
Last few
mean
races they've both been up there, and then
they
today
are
as well.
they're P6 in the championship currently, so they're leading that pack because P6 through P9 is
And a Hadjar
really.
podium this year as well, isn't there?
Yeah, had your podium loss in P5 or
Yeah,
P4, P5,
he has got
somewhere
P4
in
this
there.
year. Yeah,
So both of them have been doing really well. They're only 7 points apart, as we touched on before. Um, so yeah, both of those have been doing amazing seasons. I think Hadjar has kind of edged him out a little bit because he has that podium, and he's been consistent in qualifying all year. But both Racing Bulls, they have been up there in Q3 all season long, and you can only applaud that. It's been amazing.
yeah. Especially
And
from Lawson to have what he had. We did
yeah,
touch on it in the live stream. We won't go into it now, but to have what he had at Red Bull at the start and go back into the racing bulls and drive as well as he has, that shows class and maturity from him. And Hadjar as a rookie has just come in, and even after his difficult Australian Grand Prix start, he has really taken the car under himself and performed very well.
yeah. I must say Lawson. If he does get the boot or anything, it's really a shame because as we said in the live stream, the Red Bull seat was never meant for him.
No,
Either give him half a season or don't put him in at all. But yeah, it's good to see him do so well now. Also beating his teammate in this qualifying instance must be a pretty big boost for him going into the final rounds of the season.
yeah, definitely. I'd like to see him in for 2026. See what he
Yeah,
can do. If the rumours are true, It will be Hadjar in the Red Bull. Lindblad will come from F2 to support Lawson in the Racing Bulls, and it'll just be interesting to see sort of how Lawson does next year, the full season in the Racing Bulls, and how Hadjar does. Potentially, might see Lawson 2027 going for that Red Bull seat again. Might not even see Max in the Red Bull. You just don't know what's going to happen. But yeah,
Top five. I mean, we're gonna get to the big guns now. Um, Oscar Piastri has
oh,
qualified in P5 for tomorrow's Grand Prix. Not the position he would have wanted, maybe, but after FP3, I think that's what he'll have to settle for. Um, yeah,
it's just been notorious of Oscar. It is not something I'm shocked about at the moment after his last few races. He has been a championship contender that has kind of lost his way. I think confidence has dropped from him. He's struggled a lot with the pressures of it. He felt like he needed to hold to the championship lead. Baku was kind of the starting point. He had a bad start, then tried too much, crashed into the wall, and he hasn't really recovered from that. And you've seen him quite low down in qualifying, not doing very well in the race, and that's allowed Lando now to go 24 points clear at the top.
yeah. I mean, I think if you'd have told anyone after Zandvoort that with 3 races to go, Piastri would be 24 points back on his teammate, no one would have believed you.
No, not a chance.
The drop in form has been immense. And personally, I think for him it's only a learning opportunity. If he can finish the season keeping P2, I think he should be really proud of himself as well because this was his first time being anywhere close to the title, and he took it all away. We're still three races out, and he's still in the fight, still 20 points back. If he somehow can recoup some points every race, then he still has a shot. But yeah,
I think if
but
you take that back and talk about first times in championship fights, you go to Norris last year, and while he wasn't necessarily, he's kind of in that max position last year, no accident this year, but even he was in it, and you saw Lando make silly mistakes, drop off a bit, and that just allowed Max to go and say, "Yeah, I'll take this championship." And I think Oscar's now done the same, got to the point where he's leading it, um, where Lando was really at a point where he was kind of the quickest car, and then Oscar's made the mistakes, and Lando's gone, "Oh, now I'll take this with the experience I've got from last year."
yeah, I mean George Russell, we had high expectations. I must say we had high expectations. I think that the high
Yeah,
expectations came more for if it was dry qualifying, we would have definitely put him somewhere close to pole.
yeah.
It wasn't. Still P4, not bad. He's been great all season. Uh, you really wouldn't expect him anywhere but the top five. Um, yeah, just not quick enough for the top three, but pretty much clear of Piastri anyways. So he'll have a great run up to turn one tomorrow, looking down the rear wing of Max Verstappen in P2.
Yeah, and like I said, it's George Russell has just been a there or thereabouts driver
Yeah,
um, the whole season. He's won a few races, he's got a few podiums, he's constantly around the top five, he scores points well. What more can you want from a driver that's not in the quickest car?
yeah. I mean, if I think you can compare Russell's season to Verstappen's. They weren't in the quickest car, but they've still given a champions drive.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah. For Russell,
just
I
he's
mean,
just a great driver, he really
yeah,
is.
you can only admire it. He's been so consistent this year. Hasn't made many mistakes. I don't think he's made really big mistakes. He's gone out a couple times in Q2, I believe. But yeah, other than that,
Yeah,
yeah, just
I think
great season.
I think he's one of those drivers that if you give him a top car, if he is in the quickest or second quickest car on the grid, as we've seen in tracks where Mercedes have been quicker than everyone else, he will be a driver that will win the championship with relative ease, purely based on his consistency alone.
Yeah, let's go to today's big surprise.
Oh, yes, please.
Carlos Sainz, the smooth operator,
Water driver.
has once again reached the top three in a qualifying session. I
If
mean,
I may start, he is just brilliant. For a driver to, if you look at what he's had to deal with, a driver who's in a Ferrari, who is in at the time when he thought a safe drive, to then be told, yeah, we're dropping you. You've done nothing wrong, but we're going to drop you because we're getting Lewis Hamilton. And then all of a sudden now you've got no drive. That must be so hard. You then find Williams, which probably isn't a team you wanted, and you've got Red Bull there, you've got Mercedes who might want the driver, and you end up being in Williams who last year were not very quick. He's come into this season, first few races, he's right down the bottom, he's lacking confidence, and you can see it in him as well. To now be a driver who's in the top 10 a lot, qualifying in third place in wet conditions, just you can only applaud him because that is true maturity and that is true driver skill, and yeah, I have nothing else to say on him. He's just brilliant.
I mean, we talk about the effect of having the fastest car, of course. You see that with McLaren, both still great drivers, but that fastest car really carries them throughout the season, especially on tracks where they aren't that strong, either personally or with the car weaknesses. But you can really see the difference that having two great drivers in a team makes when you don't have the fastest car. The performances that Sainz and Albon have been putting in this season are admirable. They've been reaching P4s, P3s. They've been qualifying all over the grid, and you can just see that team is working well. You can see that the atmosphere that they've created in the team it just works. I think James Vowles has really turned that team around, and I really think that they can be challenging for podiums next season on merit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think where you've got McLaren, you've got Red Bull, you've got Mercedes, and you've got Ferrari currently, I think you can very much be looking at saying next season you're going to have two, maybe three teams where you just say, yeah, they're the quickest. And then you've got the challenging teams, and that's going to be maybe a Ferrari, and that's going to be a Williams. And
Yeah.
you're going to have Sainz and Albon, who are incredible drivers in their own right anyway, being given a car that is even quicker, and they're pushing for those podiums. And you can see a chance where you've got Sainz and Albon fighting Leclerc and Russell for P3 in a four-way fight. And you're going to have five quickest teams. It's going to be a split in the field. It's going to be five quick teams, five slower teams. And I'm here for it because Sainz and Albon, drivers they are, and what they've had to deal with in the sport, they absolutely deserve a quick car.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we get to see them for many, many years. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's Sainz now? 30 odd?
Yeah,
Come up,
30 and a
30.
bit. Yeah, something like that.
So he's got, in terms of modern day F1, he's got a good few years left. And
Yeah, I think he has at least 5 more seasons in him.
yeah, and you look at, in fact, Verstappen, he said he won't be around for a while. Lewis won't be either. A big driver shake-up when Lewis goes. You might see Sainz return to a top team, or Williams at that point. They might even be a top team.
Yeah. Let's move on to the top 2.
Big guns.
I mean, it can only be them, right? At this point.
You expected nothing less today, really. The only thing I did expect was I thought it would be Verstappen pole, Lando second, but wasn't to be.
I mean, Norris really pulled the lap out of somewhere there. Do you think it's right place, right time for Norris, or just pure pace today?
I think it's pure pace. I think he's done it quite a few times. He's been quick, but he's not been miles clear. And then at the end of the session, he's just pulled out a time that's gone, wow. And as you can see, he's 3/10 quicker than Verstappen. And Verstappen is not 3/10 slower than Lando. It's just Lando is 3/10 quicker than Max.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I don't think that Max was looking too comfortable this session. He wasn't miles ahead. Also think there might be some setup in there as well. they might have gone cautious, but not too cautious for the
Yeah,
race. So we'll have to see tomorrow. I mean, they're on the front row together. You never know with Max on the front row. He might dip a wheel somewhere, try something.
yeah.
Norris, the same thing. I mean, they are mathematically still in a title fight, but I don't think that Norris will go all in on fighting Max.
He's probably at a point where he goes, if I drop to P2 and Max wins, whatever. His
Yeah,
focus is Piastri.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's it. I think
Yeah,
we've covered the entire grid now.
yeah.
Do
I
we
think
think it's gonna rain tomorrow?
I don't. I, we didn't think it was going to rain today. I think it was 30 or 40% chance, and it did. So you can say no, it won't, with a thing a 30% chance. But will it? Who knows? It's anyone's guess at this point.
Yeah. I mean, if it does rain tomorrow, I'll watch the F1 Academy race, which we can kind of summarize in a bit. But there is really no grip. And if it does rain, we're going to see some proper chaos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My predictions would be based on two things, and it's based on the fact that Max's Red Bull, as we all know, is front end heavy. He loves a front end car, so he's probably taken downforce off to go for a dry setup, knowing he can handle the car anyway in the wet. He's got second with it. If it's dry tomorrow, Max wins. If it's wet tomorrow, Lando wins.
Yeah, that's fair. Who's going to be P3 then?
I'd like to say Signs, I really would, but I think it's going to be Russell or Piastri. And then again, it comes down to whether it's wet or dry. I think if it's wet, Piastri. I think if it's dry, it will be Russell. But I don't think Signs is going to roll over. I think he'll put up a fight.
Yeah, I think with the massive DRS on this track, it's yeah. I think it's going to be Verstappen either way, whether it's wet or dry. I think it's going to be Verstappen. He's going to be aggressive. He said he has nothing to lose. I really believe him.
Yeah,
I think Sainz has maybe unfinished business with Russell following Baku.
yeah. I
So
think there's going to be a bit of argy bargy there.
I will believe in the power of sparkles. I'm going to say Verstappen, Norris, Sainz.
I'd love to see Signs on the podium. He deserves
Yeah,
it. He does.
he really does.
And yeah, I think, like I said, we're going to see a little bit of needle going on the track tomorrow.
Yeah. Um,
And I'll say it now on camera. We spoke about it in the podcast. Watch along. Championship isn't mathematically won this weekend by Lando, and there's also a chance that if he DNFs and Verstappen wins, that gap closes to 24. Piastri gains as well, and all of a sudden it looks a lot more open. If if Lando Norris crashes tomorrow and doesn't finish the race, I'll do a shoey on camera.
okay.
It's out there. It's
You
out
heard it,
there.
you heard it
Can't
here
take it back
first.
now. Can't take it back now.
Okay, well, we still have the chance for a mechanical DNF for both McLaren drivers because they have only had 4 engines this year.
That's
Um,
true. Yeah.
so yeah, I'm not saying that there's a big chance, but the chance is there
We had it
for
in
them to have a
Netherlands.
mechanical failure in the next 3 races.
Yeah.
We have seen those Mercedes power units be not the most reliable, so we'll have to wait and see.
Didn't
Um,
Antonelli have like 3 failures in the first quarter of the year
I
or
think it was
something?
like the European leg where he was really
Yeah.
unlucky. Yeah,
He just had so many failures, and obviously Lando had the one in Zandvoort as well, so
yeah.
that hasn't done him any favors.
In case you missed it though, F1 Academy has its final round this week. Race 1 happened earlier today, with Pan and Wook only being 9 points apart from one another. And I think it's safe to say that the championship is over at this point. Wook did not manage to finish the race. She actually DNF'd, or technically DNS'd, as the race hadn't officially started yet. Pan won the race, so they're now 19 points apart from one another, which means that Pan would basically have to go P8 tomorrow to not win the championship. So yeah, it was a pretty fun race though. A lot of chaos. It was really slippery, so we had a couple of crashes. But yeah, once again, really impressive how those drivers did manage to keep the cars on the road. That's a pretty good racing action as well. So if you usually don't watch it, I would, yeah, go
Set your
watch it.
alarms.
Just go watch it. It's fun.
Set your alarms for Sunday morning. 2 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 1 a.m., 1 a.m. UK time.
Yeah,
Somewhere around then.
somewhere. Just set a cup of coffee. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you'll be good. Just don't sleep. There you go. Spend all night. Go on Vegas time.
Just don't do a human basic need. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
I
do
think
need sleep.
I think that's it from us.
Yeah.
I'll probably go to bed now because it's still like 6 a.m.
So, yeah, it's 5:45.
Yeah.
5:44 UK time. 6:44 pigeon time. And I am struggling.
Oh no, you are barely awake.
I got literally. I am barely awake.
Yeah. So it's goodbye from us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good day, and yeah, enjoy the race tomorrow.
Bye bye. Okay, we should be off everything now.
Duh.
We had
Yeah,
16 views on YouTube. Let's see what we had on.
Something tells me that we don't lend well to early races.
Yeah, 2,500 views on Twitter. And I'm not even gonna bother with Twitch. I'll have to log on for that. So yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, the new F1 game, the F1 game,
Yeah.
they're not releasing a game for 2026.
I know.
They are doing one for 2027. I will be buying the update add-on thing, but we should think about doing some gaming streams because they seem to be doing quite well over there
Okay.
at the moment. There's not many big F1 creators that are streaming it. Hence why I think a fastest pit stop my team series could go down well. It would just gain traction through Twitch anyway,
Yeah.
based on because I'm on it quite a lot. So based on how it seems to be doing, I think it will lend itself quite well. I think it will gain traction through just being on Twitch, but also it will, with the posting on Twitter, it could gain a few views through that, and that'll bump it up the page.
Yeah,
and
and then we get some more regular
Yeah.
viewers. So when we do go live,
Once you-
people
yeah.
will tune in.
And once you get regular viewers, you can then say the chat is the engineered team or whatever, and they make the decisions.
Yeah.
They decide where X sponsor goes, what color it is. They decide
Yeah.
what happens, what we upgrade next.
I'd say give it a go.
Because
you're free to.
Yeah, because there's a guy on. I don't really watch him, but he pops up every now and then. F1 Tom.
Okay. By the way, watch this. This was F1 Academy.
How on earth has that been allowed to happen?
Yeah, I don't know, but that was crazy.
Christ, a bike. Just in the middle of the fucking track.
Yeah.
So if that was F1 as well,
you'd have 19 angry drivers because one of them is side track. But yeah, you'd have 19 angry drivers.
Look, it was at the side of the track and it's just pulled itself out. Jesus.
This was after, before, I don't know.
Yeah,
Mercedes
they're
could
getting
be
disqualified.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a disqualification.
Ah, nice.
Through sporting regs, it's a guaranteed disqualification because it's a regulation breach. That's unfortunate for him. Yes, this guy F1 Tom, and he does my team, but he uses his viewers to make decisions.
Yeah.
And he'll do like he'll say, "Oh, these are the setup options." What I'm saying, these are the setup options. Which one are we going for, one or two? And he'll go during the race. He's racing along, and he'll go, "When do we pit? Do we pit now, undercut? Do we overcut? Do we go north?" You know. and now they'll comment and they'll say what it is. So that could be quite fun. And it's interaction
That
as
would be
well.
fun. Yeah.
Rather than people that are just sat there watching me drive, they're like waiting and they're like, yeah, pit now,
Yeah.
go to mediums.
For 2026, I wanna throw some things around with how we operate. Want to get the focus back onto Twitter,
Yeah.
because we do want to bring out the podcasts and all of that, but we also need the post session quotes and shit. Um, so we kind of need to figure out a plan for that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, especially during off season, if you want to start that up, that's fine. That go ahead. I'd give you full creative
Yeah. I think I'd
power on
wait.
that. So
I'd definitely wait for the season to finish before I do it because with the title fight, focus on that
yeah,
triple header now as well. There's no time to put it in anywhere.
yeah, and then we can also
Um,
just generate content off your streams as well. So
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
It's like a funny moment on camera, and you just click that, put it on.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. So if you want to start that up, that's fine. I'm also free to help with that if you want. Join
that's fine.
the streams or whatever. So yeah,
Even if we just get you, Jazz, Dan, whatever, to make an account, open it up on the computer, and just walk away, that's already 3 viewers.
yeah. I
It
mean,
just lends
if you
something.
invite Dogra, he'll probably be in the chat spamming shit. So yeah.
Yeah, hence why I didn't say that.
Fair, fair.
Um, yeah, it could just be something quite fun. And obviously, I've got the wheel, which helps out a bit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I still only have a controller, so that's not gonna work out.
Oh, lovely. We'll do that.
Let's see if I can find a McLaren graphic. Because I wanna get this episode up as well. See what kind of views we get if we post right after quali.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave you with that. I'm literally going to go and collapse on the sofa now.
Yeah, me too. I have to be up in about 2 hours to drive someone to somewhere, so that's gonna be fun.
See, do you know what's weird about that is I've got to be up in about 2.5 hours to drive someone somewhere.
That is.
It's just, but I'm going to leave about 9 o'clock, so I'm going to wake up at 8:30.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So
Hey, that was great, one. I'll see you.
yeah, I'll be awake for the race. I won't be on the watch along, but if who is on the watch along tomorrow?
Dan, myself, maybe Jazz. I don't know.
All right.
We'll see.
Yeah, but if you need a third for the post-race podcast, I will be awake, so I can join on that.
Yeah. I think I put Dogra on cloak duty, so that should be handled.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably send out a quick WhatsApp message before we do the post race or the watch along to see who's available.
Yeah, no worries. So, well, I will speak to you in 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Take it easy, mate. Bye.